Ben Mabrouk, thank you very much for being here. You train at ARJ Gym, which is one of the most appreciated and respected kickboxing gyms in the world, and you will very soon be competing at SENSHI 32 on July the 11th. First of all, tell me, when did SENSHI actually call you, and why did you immediately accept?
I got the call 2 days ago, I think, and the fight is in 2.5 weeks already. But I was just ready. I'm always ready for a fight. Uh, I think that's the mentality that you need to have as a fighter. You're a fighter or you're not. You need to be always ready. And I was just waiting for a fight, and then I got the opportunity.
What is very interesting about you is that maybe I would say 2 years ago you were a C class fighter, but you became very serious about the sport. You've been training very hard in the latest years, and now you're actually a professional kickboxer. You have fought against some very good names in the recent years, let's say 2 years. Tell me, how did you manage to so quickly make that jump from an amateur kickboxer to a professional kickboxer?
Yeah, that's what I said. Either you're a fighter or you're not. And I was always ready for a challenge. I always like to face hard opponents. I always like to face opponents with better records, older opponents with more experience. And just like that, I took some big steps, took some big risks as well. And most of them, they worked out good. So now I'm here and I'm thankful for this opportunity.
You will be fighting against Remy De Geer, who is actually a person who competed in the past at Glory Kickboxing. He fought there 3 times. The last fight was a loss against Serkan. Serkan is a very experienced fighter. Honestly, what do you think about Remy De Geer as an opponent?
He's a good opponent, but yeah, I respect him as an opponent, but in the ring it's just me against him, and I just want to knock out. It's easy. It doesn't matter who I'm standing against. It doesn't matter who my opponent is. I always want to knock out. I don't care where he has fought, or I don't look to all those things. I just want to fight.
So you've been called not so long ago. They called you from Senshi to compete. You have a very short preparation up until the fight, and I know you're training all the time, but it's actually a reserve fight for the Grand Prix. So that might mean that potentially you might have to actually jump in the tournament. So my question for you is, how will you manage in such a short time frame to prepare for a potential Grand Prix?
I'm more than ready, and believe me, I've got the preparation. I'm always preparing for a fight. I'm always ready to step in, and I don't believe that anybody inside the tournament or outside the tournament works harder than me. I give everything for the sport, and I don't think they work harder than me.
Where does that hunger, that motivation, where do they come from?
I don't know. I just have a big hunger inside, and all I don't know, all of my aggression, I can let it go with kickboxing. It makes my mind calm. When I don't train, I have no rest in my head. I just need to train, otherwise I go crazy. So that's my rest.
I know that you are a well-educated person. I believe you either graduated or you're still going to university in the Netherlands, but still at the same time
Yes.
you compete. So how do you manage to combine professional kickboxing but also high-level education?
Yeah, I'm still studying. I need to finish my last classes, and then I'm done with the university. I'm studying business at Erasmus University in Rotterdam. Uh, I think you have a lot of own responsibilities at this university, so I can do a lot of the studying at home. So I have training in the morning, then I do some study at home, then I teach the kids classes, then I train again, and then I go home. So it's
I'm
just fighting, study, fighting, study. I also give classes, so I'm busy the whole day with kickboxing. It's just not only my sport, it's my life, kickboxing, you know.
I can imagine that there are people who come to you and they say, Look, why are you stepping in that ring? Why are you risking your life? You've got a good education, you can have a very good job. What do you respond to those people?
Fighting is my satisfaction. I need to fight, otherwise I'm not satisfied. I'm not happy with life. Fighting is the only thing that makes me calm, makes me happy. I need to do it. So I'm now already scared for the time when I retire. I'm thinking of that already. I don't want to retire, never. I'm already scared of that, but I'm still young. I have a whole career in front of me, so I want to fight as many as fights as I can do.
For the people who have not seen you compete yet, so for, let's say, for the SENSHI fans, what is your
Mhm.
style? How do you fight?
Uh, the most important thing for me, I like to give the fans what they want to see. I'm a big kickboxing fan for myself, and I hate it when people go too tactically and just want to win on points and run in the ring. I just like to fight. I want to be aggressive in the ring, still technical, but I like to go aggressive, and I always want a knockout. And I know all of the fighters, they say they want a knockout, but I really want the knockout. When I don't win a knockout, I'm not satisfied. It doesn't feel for me as a win when I don't knock him out. How can I say it's a win when he's still standing next to me and laughing? I don't want him to laugh after the fight. After the fight, I have respect, but I want to see the pain in his eyes, you know? I want to hurt my opponents.
How does it feel when you get a victory by way of knockout?
Uh, it's a weird feeling because, how do I explain? I already expect the knockout always. It's not to be too full of myself, but I always want to prepare myself for the knockout already. So when I knock him out, I'm like, okay, I've done it. You know, I'm satisfied with myself. It's not a big explosion of emotions because I've already seen it in my head, you know. Then I'm happy with myself. Then I can be satisfied with the result. When I don't knock him out, I'm not happy.
And now when you step in the SENSHI ring against Remy de Geer on July the 11th in Bulgaria, what can we expect from you?
Fireworks. I just really want to bring the fight. You can see my fighter heart. That's the biggest thing that I want to show. Uh, Also, when it gets tough sometimes, or when it does get tough, I never want to give up. I would rather die than give up in the ring. So that's the mentality. I hope to show the mentality to all the fans. That's the most important thing for me.
And you will also be fighting on the beach. So the ring itself is actually very close to the water. Have you ever had such an experience? And
No.
how would that feel like, in your opinion, to fight close to the beach outside?
When I don't fight, I love the beach, but when I fight, I'm in such a focus that I don't even realize the background or anything at all. I just see my opponent and I hear my corner. For the rest, I hear nothing. I see nothing. I'm just there in the moment. And then after the fight, I can enjoy the beach.
What is what is the relationship between you and Mike Pulanen? Obviously, he is your coach. What is it like to work together with him?
It's a really good relationship. Mike Bolan is really straight, and that's what I need uh, in my life. Not only in my career, but also in my life. I don't want people to only be positive all the times. I need reality, and sometimes he gives me the reality checks that I need. He's always honest when something's good or something's not good, and that's the most important thing for me, so I can keep improving myself.
And you're also training with Michael Boapea, with Nico Horta, Levi Richters, just world class fighters. What is it like to be training with those people?
Yeah, it's weird to say, but I don't realize it anymore. You know, in the beginning when I was here, I was like, oh my God, Michael Pope, yeah, these guys. You know, it was exciting in the beginning, but now it's just it feels like my home. You know, it's almost getting normal to train with those guys, but when I think about it, it's still crazy. And all the experience that they bring, I'm happy that I can learn a lot from that as well. Especially Michael Boec, who's often my trainings partner, and he has taught me so many things already, and he's still teaching me a lot of things. He will also be there at SENSHI. He will join me there. He'll be in my corner. So I'm thankful to him for teaching me a lot.
And last question for you. Before it is all said and done, in the end of your career, what will you have achieved as a fighter?
A lot of respect. That's the most important thing that I want to achieve. Yeah, that's it for me. I want to achieve respect from everybody who watches the fights, because every kickboxer deserves respect, I think. Every fighter deserves a lot of respect, because we risk a lot of things going into that ring. We risk our health. We risk our personal lives. You know, a lot of the fighters, they give up their love life. You know, they are a lot away from their loved ones. They have problems at home, maybe, I don't know, but they give up everything for the sport. So I want to earn the respect that we deserve.
Well, I want to say thank you very much for your time. We are looking forward to seeing you
Thank you.
compete at SENSHI on July the 11th in Bulgaria. And I wish you good luck with the preparation.
Thank you. It was
Us.